So, I was just about to sit down and start today's video. Welcome back to my channel. But then I looked out the window and it's snowing. It's snowing. I hope you can see this. Oh, you can. Look at him. Look at him go. Oh, it's already sticking. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited because it's Christmas Eve. So if you're watching this at a later time, I can't remember the last time I had a white Christmas. Please, baby Jesus, let the snow stick. How exciting! Okay, let's talk about what's coming about your Christmas though. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So let's go have a seat, tell the snow bye for a little bit. Okay guys, let's talk about New Year's. So I feel like I'm not the one who makes a ton of New Year goals, but I do sit down and I love to just map my year out, like get an idea in my head and I'll write down like the top 3 things that I do want to achieve. Not necessarily like a New Year's resolution, but just the things that when I look at the year that are going to project me to go forward, if that makes sense. But it's also a really good time to sit down when you're looking at changing up your health journey and mapping out what that could look like. So some tips are what we're going to go over on how to create some really good habits that are going to get you from point A to point B. So number 1 is, for me, when I started out on my health journey, my fitness journey, one thing that I decided that I was going to make a goal was not necessarily like a weight loss goal or a food goal, but for me is I just wanted to become more active daily. So each day, instead of focusing on cutting something or changing my diet or anything like that, I just focused on being more active. So I would take the stairs, or I would make sure that I went for a walk. I would park at the very back of the parking lot. They were very, very simple things that I wanted to create a habit out of. Now I do those things on the regular and it's not something that I think about. It's just a habit. And I know that it's only going to help me get to my long-term goal. So adding those things in. So let's say if you're thinking about getting a gym membership or you're just thinking about getting started on that path, make it a goal to get there 2 to 3 times a week. Like, you don't have to start out on your goal like all in, like 1,000%. If you are that kind of person, that's great. But what I want is to share like these tips. I hope they help you create a habit that's just lasting, because the worst thing that has happened to me is when I get stuck in a cycle. So there are different times in my health journey where it was like I would lose weight or I would get stronger and then it would backslide, and then I would get back to that point again and then it would backslide, just from like having a habit that I didn't know how to break. So I didn't know how to break a habit of overeating. That was just something I like to eat when I'm bored. I like snacks. I had to learn how to break that habit. So creating this habit, especially at the new year, if at the end of the year you then park farther down from the store and you walk more, maybe you're averaging more like 10,000 extra steps a week, which is great. That's a great way to just keep building. And then you can add on, like, when you notice like, okay, I'm not too tired anymore after that, you know, then maybe go to the gym or go for an extra long walk. So that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2. So this one is my second biggest weakness. It still kind of is. Maybe not as bad, because I know, like, from counting calories or tracking my macros, like I know if I drink my calories when it's too much. So drinking your calories can be a really bad problem, and maybe that's what's putting you into too much of a surplus. So one thing you can do is cut out drinking them. So like sodas, tea, creamer, all the extra creamer in your coffee. And yes, I am drinking a Starbucks, but it's Christmas Eve and I want to treat myself. And I don't drink Starbucks coffee all the time. I do like to go get it. There's just something about it. But I do make my coffee every morning, and something that you can do if you're a sweet person, you're like, I'm not drinking black coffee. That's me, I'm right there with you, sis. Totally understand. But what you can do is maybe add some protein powder to your coffee. Put a little bit of half and half, then add your protein powder, mix it up, maybe a little bit of stevia, and then have it that way versus putting a bunch of artificial stuff into your coffee first thing in the morning. Trying to think of some other ones for me. I didn't like drinking water, and I think that was the biggest thing. And most people don't like to drink water. It's bland to them, like makes their stomach hurt. Like I've heard all the things, and I've been through all the things with water. I just don't like it. But I find that I do best when I work out in the morning and I get in so much more water throughout the day. I'll drink a lot during my workout and then I'll drink more throughout the day. But it's like, if I had to choose between, like, I just don't want to drink water. So I totally understand. But learning how to cut those calories and finding maybe some alternatives to sodas if you have some issues with, like, you don't want to cut Cokes or Pepsi, whatever, then maybe switch to just a better option. So there's options like Zevia, Live Cola. I've only had them once or twice. Sparkling waters that are flavored. Just trying to ease your way out of the habit of drinking too many calories can really help. So yeah, as I say that, but you gotta live a little. And this isn't like some crazy drink. It's called a almond milk honey flat white, and I'm addicted to it. It's so good, not overpowering. It's only like, I think a grande is like 150 calories. Kind of a lot. Oh well. Okay, tip number 3. So we talked about adding more steps in, just becoming more active overall in your daily life versus feeling like you have to overdo it, like go too far in. And then the second one was not drinking enough water and overeating or over drinking your calories. So the next thing was for me is finding alternatives for foods that were my weak points. So weak points for me were snacks. I already said that, but finding snacks that were lower in calorie and higher in amount. So like I felt like I was eating more than I like should, even though I wasn't, based off of the calories. And then also sweets. I don't have a huge sweet tooth, but at night after dinner, like I just want something sweet to eat, like just really tops off dinner. So some alternatives on that is just you gotta find what you like. So let's say you're a chip person. You gotta find something crunchy. Carrots ain't gonna do it for me. I'm just gonna tell you. I want to be as real with you guys and honest. I mean, yes, carrots would be a much better option than veggie chips, but let's be realistic here. How often are you gonna eat the carrots and not the veggie chips? Not very often. Or I should say potato chips. Veggie chips are the alternative. So a good alternative if you're a chip person is maybe some veggie straws. I love veggie straws. They do it for me. And just following the serving size on the back, that will help you so much. If you can just, when you buy or eat anything, look at the back of the box, the back of the bag, and like look at the serving size and think, okay, I don't need to eat more than that. That's the serving size. And it can be misleading sometimes. You think, oh, this whole bag or whole box is a serving, when in reality it might be 5. So learning what calories are in each serving size can help a lot. So chips, like veggie straws, are a great option. I really like that. Popcorn. So there's a lot of different options on popcorn. There's Skinny Pop. I think I go with Orville Redenbacher. Is that it? You know, it's green. And for a whole bag, it's like 100 calories. A whole bag of popcorn for me does it. So chip alternatives. And then when it comes to finding something sweet, I will have to share some of these recipes that I make with my protein powder, because mug cakes are where it's at, y'all. you need to make a mug cake. It's literally just like protein powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then you just add your milk in and you make it like a cakey consistency. Pop her in the microwave for 45 seconds. So good. And then you can drizzle like some peanut butter on it and some berries, and boom, you have a super, super high protein dessert. And it's amazing. So, okay, so finding alternatives and reading serving sizes are going to help you so much when you're setting up your long-term goals. Don't look at a goal and think, okay, I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay, 30 pounds is like tunnel vision. Okay, tunnel vision. What you really need to look at is the big picture. You can't lose 30 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever your goal is that you want to achieve by doing all these bad habits. You can't go to the gym, you can't work out a ton and think, okay, I'm still gonna get this goal, but I'm gonna carry all these bad habits. So put that in your mindset when you think about your goals and how you wanna sit down and map out for your health. If you wanna hit that 30-pound loss goal, whatever it is, you wanna run more or whatever, think about your habits that you do to fuel that. Like, are your habits driving you towards your goal? Because if you can change your habits, your goals will just happen. You won't have to work so hard at your goal. It's like once you get those done, it's just a clear path. You just stay on it. Consistency, time, and effort are gonna get you guys there. So I hope those were helpful. I'm really excited for the new year. Like I said, I'm not a huge resolution person, but having a clear mind to know where you wanna go and setting up the little things to get there is so nice, especially, it's a new year, it's a new leaf. We all know 2020 was just a lot. And so I'm just excited for it to be 2021. I'm done with 2020. I'm done with all the craziness. So maybe we all can just thrive in 2021. So I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas and a Merry Christmas Eve. Gage and I are going to enjoy the night in. I'm making some snacks and we're gonna open our stockings. That one's mine, right? No, wait, mine's a green one. That one's his. So we're gonna open our stockings up, watch some Christmas movies, and just spend time with each other. And then hopefully have a busy and fun rest of the weekend. And I mean, maybe we'll go play in the snow. Oh my gosh, if we get to play in the snow tomorrow for Christmas, so nostalgic. I mean, I was probably like a preteen when we had a white Christmas. Like, what even? So, anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell as well if you guys want to stay on this journey with me. Hopefully I guys can share more tips, tricks, ways to improve your lifestyle, creating a good balance between exercise, food, your mindset, all those things. Because remember, we have one body and one life, so we need to love it and live it. And boom, have a Merry Christmas, guys.